move stuck energy. Sitting down in these positions all day, make no mistake about it, you are in a state of fight or flight. Your brain's in like survival mode. Muscular system within your body is going to tense up. That's what it does when we are under stress, when we are in fight or flight. And if you're not conscious of this, then the tension that you are beginning to store from being in the stuck position at work will become stagnant and stuck. So you get up, take a band, do like 2 exercises real fast, boom. Now that energy's moving and now you're ready to kick some fucking ass the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying?
So the rope touches my left heel.
With peppers, onions.
Circadian health. More importantly, we're gonna be talking. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the MME YouTube channel, where we are here to help you develop a healthy mind to keep your body aligned. My name is Tyler Egan, and I will be your wellness mentor and educator for today's video. In the video today, we're going to be discussing movement snacks. If you follow us closely on here or on other platforms like TikTok or Instagram, we have been sharing Movement Snack Monday videos where we are just sharing some movement snacks that you can take with you into your everyday life, whether you're at work, watching the kids, doing your thing in other places. I don't know what else other things people do right now. I'm drawing a blank. Where you can take these movement snacks with you on the go, and you can sprinkle movement in throughout your day if you're busy, you got a lot of things going on, but you want to stay active, limber, and feeling good. So today I want to break down what movement snacks are, some of the benefits, the mechanism behind why movement snacks can be such a useful and powerful tool within our everyday lives, some techniques that you can utilize, some things that we utilize, and then how you can begin to integrate these movement snacks into your everyday life. I mean, let's face it for a moment. Let me just kind of put the mentor, the educator hat over here for a minute and just level with you human to human. Life is hectic, am I right? Like, you can have a million things happening in one day, and it's very easy for a workout to get missed, for you to not go for your walk, to skip a run, to skip a workout class, like whatever it is. And so rather than beating ourselves up, rather than throwing all of our physical activity out the window, why not find ways to work around the limitations that our everyday lives give us, right? That's where movement snacks come in. So let's dive into what they are, how we can utilize them, how to integrate them, and all of the things. If you guys take anything from this video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We've had we've gotten quite a few new faces here. I'm really excited for you guys to all be here. And let's say subscribe, comment, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to remember all the things that you're supposed to say on the YouTubes. I think I covered my faces there. So that anyway, let's actually just get into the video before I make even a bigger fool out of myself. So let's start off with a definition. Movement snacks. What are movement snacks? So we need a different color for this. Definition, define. What are movement snacks? Movement snacks, simply put, are breaks of movement that you sprinkle in throughout your day. Breaks of movement. We'll just keep it really simple. Breaks of movement. It is this simple. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I'm going to share some techniques and some of the ways that we like to help our members with movement snacks, but there really isn't a right or wrong way. I believe we shared one of our movement snacks, a spinal reset, the other day. I don't know when this is going to be posted, so it might have been like a week or two ago. And all you see me do is literally break out and do a Bernie. And it felt amazing. So like, movement snacks are not super complicated. You don't have to do 10 sets of 5 with heavy squats or any of that kind of stuff. We'll get into that stuff. So simply put, simply defined, movement snacks are breaks of movement throughout your day. I'm going to even go a step further and just say they are going to be like 1 to 5 minute long. Okay? So simply put, movement snacks are breaks of movement sprinkled in throughout your day. They are typically going to be anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. If you have a 1 minute break between meetings, just sit there and shake it out for a minute, you know. If you have 5 minutes, if you have a resistance band, there's a reason I have this. We're actually going to go over a movement snack at the end of the video. There will be timestamps down below if you want to just skip ahead right to that. So like, buy a set of resistance bands, bring them to work with you. If you have 5 minutes, you can do like a quick little circuit, you know, really get the heart rate up type of thing. Okay, so that's what a movement snack is, simply put. So let's move on to some of the benefits of it. So what are the benefits of movement snacks? So if you guys have been around, or if you haven't, you're about to figure out, we don't just focus on one area of health. We're not just here to help you with weight loss. We're not just here to help you find the perfect workout for a bigger ass or bigger biceps. We're here to help you find peace and tranquility within. We are here for all areas of health and well-being. So we're going to talk about the benefits. What color are we going to use for this? Let's use red. Red and purple. We are going to talk about all areas of health. So let's start off from the physical. What are the benefits of movement snacks from the physical health point of view? Well, it will improve blood flow. I got to change the color. Improve blood flow and circulation. And circulation. If you have joint pain, if you have, blood flow being restricted to certain areas of your body, sprinkling in some movement throughout your day can make this way better. One of the reasons why getting blood flow to areas that are inflamed, i.e. you have joint pain. So my left shoulder was a little wonky this morning. I did some stuff to loosen it up. I did some steel mace swings to loosen it up before I went for a run. And if it's inflamed, one of these areas that you have joint pain is inflamed, getting blood flow to the area is very important in the healing process, because the blood will bring the nutrients that are required for your body to be able to heal what we're looking for it to heal, i.e. the joint pain in this case. So from a physical standpoint, it can improve our blood flow and circulation, among other things. From the mental side of things, what are some of the benefits? For our mental health, can improve mental clarity, or let's say increase mental clarity, focus, concentration. Right, like you're at work and you can't focus in a meeting, or you can't focus on whatever the task is that you have to get done for the day. Well, I mean, being stagnant in a chair for a while can really cause the mind to fixate on things that are not work related. Our minds can only focus for so long, you know, and in the ever-changing world that we live in, the mind is continuously adapting to the world we live in. You know, with social media and all the phones and technology we have out there, our attention spans are shortening, and we have to be able to adapt to the way our brains, our minds are functioning, right? So from a mindset standpoint, from a mental health standpoint, movement snacks can increase our clarity, focus, and our concentration. So let's move on to the next one, which is our emotional well-being. So how the hell is a movement snack going to help me with my emotional well-being, bro? Well, let me tell you. Emotions are energy in motion, right? And so if you are feeling anxious as hell at work, maybe one of your coworkers talking shit, or you have a deadline to meet in like an hour or two, whatever it is, and you just start feeling like overwhelmed or stressed or frustrated, whatever it is, that energy, the emotions, energy in motion, that's what emotions are, can become stagnant and stuck within your body. So sometimes a 1 to 5 minute movement snack might move that stagnant energy, and then you can go make the presentation and kick some fucking ass, right? So it can help us move stuck energy. Stuck energy. Or you got a lot of tension. I mean, when we are sitting down in these positions all day, make no mistake about it, you are in a state of fight or flight, right? So your brain's in like survival mode, which means that the muscle system, the muscular system within your body is going to tense up naturally. That is what the brain body, that's what it does when we are under stress, when we are in fight or flight. And if you're not conscious of this, then the tension that you are beginning to store from being in the stuck position at work will become stagnant and stuck. So you get up, take a band, do like 2 exercises real fast, boom, Now that energy's moving, and now you're ready to kick some fucking ass the rest of the day. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now let's talk about the spiritual side of things. So how, bro, here you go again with all this shit. What are you talking about? Spiritual? How is this shit gonna help my spiritual health? I just wanna lose 5 pounds. Well, let me tell you something, all right? Movement is one of the best ways to connect the mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, soul. Right? Movement is one of the best ways to get out of your head. Like when we are working all day long, we're at work, we're doing our thing. Like I am a press operator, so I'm on my feet, I'm moving throughout the day. But like when I'm running jobs, when I am actively in the middle of a production run, sometimes I'm not constantly doing things. I'm just standing there watching the machine. Even though I'm standing there, my mind is still like just getting stuck in thought patterns. And so what's the easiest way to get out of our thought patterns? What's the easiest way to get out of the mind? It's to get into the body. So you start moving around, jiggling your head around, blah, 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 doing all these weird ass looking things to the outside world. But what it's actually doing is it's chemically changing your brain to bring you back into your body, to ground you into the present moment, which is going to connect your mind and body and allow your soul to move freely. Like, I'm kind of saying this in a silly fashion, but I actually genuinely mean it. Okay, so from a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual standpoint, like movement snacks check off all the boxes. Like we are going to improve our physical health, we're going to improve our mental health, we're going to improve our emotional health, and we're going to improve our spiritual health just by these 1 to 5 minute movement snacks of the day. And it could be just one. Like you don't have to do 15 of these. You know, I'm a crazy person. That's what I do. I do 100 million movement snacks a day because I like to move my fucking tush. All right, so now we talked about some of the benefits. Let's move into the mechanism behind this, all right? So, you know, if you want to skip ahead, if you're already bored with all the education and whatnot, you know, you just like, okay, just give me a movement snack, bro. I get it. It's helpful. You can check the timestamps down below. There will be a movement snack for you guys and some other techniques and whatnot. You can find it down below on your own. But now this is kind of like maybe more for my nerds, but let's stop for a moment. Because again, this isn't just about this channel, what MME is all about. We're not just about the vanity metrics, the quick metrics. And I'm saying this for myself right now because usually in the YouTube algorithms, longer videos don't do as well. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna take a couple deep breaths. I'm gonna take a drink of water because I'm here to treat myself with kindness, caring, compassionate energy. And I am a little behind on my hydration today. So let's move into the mechanism behind movement snacks. Why, like, so what we're gonna answer here is why they're so powerful, why they are so helpful, why helpful. I feel like this is a Yoda question. Why helpful? Oh, we need to switch up the color now. So why are movement snacks so dang helpful? Well, you may or may not have heard of this. And it's because of a neurotransmitter called endorphins. Mechanism. So when we engage in physical activity, the brain releases endorphins. Now, you may have heard this term before, but let me share a little bit more about endorphins and why this is so potent, so powerful. What endorphins are is they're, like I said, a neurotransmitter. What neurotransmitters are is chemical messengers. So we start doing some movement, right? And your brain releases endorphins, these chemical messengers which carry, it's a pain relief chemical that it's carrying. It can induce better feelings, a sense of euphoria. You know, you ever heard of the runner's high, right? It's like runners will push it to that limit where they reach a state of more euphoria. Whereas if you just do like a quick movement snack for like 2 minutes, you're not going to reach the same state, but you'll feel significantly better than you did before you did the movement snack, right? So, what endorphins are is they're a neurotransmitter. we start doing movement. We do a movement snack, 3 minutes long. Our brain releases endorphins. What are endorphins? They're chemical messengers. This chemical messenger is carrying the feelings of the euphoria I mentioned. Euphoria. Maybe more joy. We'll just call it happiness. You know, whatever your experience in that moment, whatever that brings to you, right? And so in this state, it's much easier to concentrate after you break your day up with the movement snack. It's much easier to concentrate on a presentation you have to make, or it's much easier to figure out what you want to do with your kids when you get home, or what you're having for dinner, you know? I mean, you're at work, you have 15 things to do, and then you have to worry about what you're cooking for dinner for the kids, you know? It's like, oh my God, I feel overwhelmed. Okay, so you stop, grab a band, do like 3 movements. Okay, now I feel a lot better. The endorphin rush kicks in, and this chemical messenger brings a sense of ease, because that pain relief is relieving the pain that you're getting from the stress of your everyday life, right? You may not reach these like a state of euphoria that you would get from a runner's high, but you're still getting the release of endorphins as if you did run for 15 miles. And so that's why movement snacks can be so helpful, because of the release of endorphins, right? Through our brain is just this chemical concoction all day. And if we can start to find the right chemicals, without them being outside of us, that can help us get through key, pivotal, challenging moments of our lives, it starts to make things a lot easier. And so why not sprinkle a 2-minute movement session in while you're at work if you have a band and you can do 35 jumping jacks in 2 minutes, you know? Okay, so that's the mechanism behind why movement snacks are so powerful. That's why they're so helpful. Now we're gonna move on to some different techniques. Now again, when it comes to techniques, I'm gonna share some things that we like to do, but there really isn't a right or wrong way here. If you wanna cut the meanest rug and just start dancing, like do that, right? If you set a timer for 2 minutes and just start dancing to your favorite song, like just do that, like that's totally cool. But so some techniques. So one of the things that we like to do is create movement snacks with our workout pillars. So if you watched our workout basics video, there will be a link down below if you want to check it out. There's some basic criteria that we like to meet when we're writing a workout plan. The same thing goes for a movement snack, because if you have a band, you can meet the same criteria, do 4 movements within 2 minutes, and bada bing, bada boom, you got it figured out. So I'm just gonna call it the MME workout criteria, which is one squat, hip hinge, a press in a row with rotation, one movement with rotation, one rotation, and one single arm, single leg. Now that sounds like a lot. That's what I'm saying, like if you don't want to figure all of that out, just dance for 2 minutes. It really is that simple, and it can be a lot more fun that way, right? So another thing that we like to suggest is rope flow, which is one of the movement snack videos that we posted a few weeks back. There will be a link down below if you want to watch that and try that one out. It was, if I'm not mistaken, 3 different movements. It took me 2 minutes. I actually did it right before work one morning because I wanted to move my body, and I didn't have a lot of time. So rope flow, like I said, let me run another technique. Dance, baby, dance. Oh. Dance, cut a rug, like just jump up and down, hop around. I mean, just like literally just hopping or bouncing is really great for lymphatic fluid and moving that around, which is another topic for a different day, which can also help with inflammation, joint pain, and things of that nature. You could do body weight movement snacks. You don't need any equipment. And then the one where I'm gonna show you today is with a band. You can buy bands for dirt cheap, y'all. You can buy bands for dirt cheap. So now we got some techniques, some things that we can do. We're gonna go over one at the end of the video here. The last thing I wanna talk about before we get into that is integration. So, okay. I'm gonna share a movement snack with you at the end, and that's gonna be, let's just say for argument's sake, that's gonna be the movement snack that you're gonna do, right? Because like you don't wanna figure one out, you just need something to break your day up with some movement. Maybe you'll dance. Okay, so you got that part figured out, but like how do you begin to integrate this, right? It's like I have so many things going on throughout the day. Like before work, I gotta get the kids ready, I gotta make lunches, you know, I gotta get myself ready, I gotta shower, I gotta bathe, you know, whatever. And then, you know, at work, like, it's so hard to even remember to drink water. Oh, then you're using my water reminders to remind yourself. So then, like, how do we begin to integrate this? Okay, so the first thing is, when it comes to integration, y'all, we gotta take a massive step back and remove one thing. This all or nothing mindset. That shit, I'm not gonna finish that. That's how insignificant this mindset is I'm not gonna finish writing nothing. We need to remove that, okay? This is not about all or nothing. This is not about killing ourselves. This is not about whatever. This is about meeting ourselves where we're at. So when it comes to integration, we have to meet ourselves where we're at. And that will be a running theme in all the content you see coming out of the MME YouTube channel. Meet yourself where you're at. I do probably 100 million movement snacks a day because I love to move my ass. I have so much fun trying different things, different weird movement patterns. I mean, like I will bring a band to work. I'll bring a kettlebell out into the woods. Like I don't care. I look silly. It's cool. I'm here for it. I don't expect everybody to lug around a band or a kettlebell for that matter, or a rope for rope flow, right? So you have to meet yourself where you're at. If you see the banded movement snack that we do at the end here today, you're like, oh, I like that, but like maybe you're self-conscious and you don't want to get up in the middle of your cubicle, do a movement snack because it'll make you look weird to your colleagues, like that's totally fine. That's cool. I'm here for that. I have experienced so many things in my life where, especially like on social media, on here, where I felt extremely self-conscious about sharing things about myself or doing things. Like even this video, I hear my mind as I'm making it telling me how stupid I sound. It's just like this thing does not stop. And so it's just like you have to meet yourself where you're at. If you feel self-conscious about doing these things in public places, it's cool. Meet yourself where you're at with that. Okay, so that's the biggest thing when it comes to integration. Now, let's actually get into some of the tactical aspects of this. Okay, so you start to adopt the mindset of meeting yourself where you're at. Because like, and make it an affirmation. I'm going to meet myself where I'm at. I'm going to meet myself where I'm at. Okay, so now that we got that part out of the way, how do we begin to integrate? Number one, start small. Start small. What does that look like? Maybe a 1-minute movement snack every other day. So let's do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? One movement snack. One movement snack. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 minute. And all you're gonna do is jump up and down for a minute. Set a timer and then you just jump for a minute. And that's it. That's all you're doing. Right? Okay, so we're gonna start small. Cool. Alright, well sometimes I forget. I get wrapped up in the day-to-day. I get wrapped up in what's going on. That one's not water, that's coffee. I get wrapped up, I get caught up in everything that's going on in life. So like, how do I remind myself? What do I do? Oh man, this is my favorite. Alarms, I swear, it's so good. Alarms, set alarms for everything. When I was trying to make a more of a practice of mindful breathing, I set like 3 alarms. I'm getting a chill thinking about it. I set like 3 alarms in my phone. I was like, take 2 deep breaths. And I would write like 2 minutes of deep breathing. It would be like a reminder, you're okay, take a deep breath. Like whatever it is, whatever speaks to you in here, put an alarm in your phone. like I would, if it was me right now, I'd be like, get up off your ass, bitch. Because like sometimes speaking to myself in that aggressive tone really helps. But set an alarm in your phone. Use the calendar on your phone. Like use technology to your advantage. Tech to advantage. What am I writing? To your. Okay? Use technology to your advantage. Another way is habit stacking. I make this so complicated with all the different colors. I'm here for it though. Habit stacking. Okay, so if you want to squeeze a movement snack in throughout your day and you eat lunch at 11:45 every morning, and you're just like, okay, so we have all this. I have an alarm set for 11:45, and I'm doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday 1 minute thing. Let's take it to the next level. And what I mean by this is you're going to use the fact that you know you eat lunch at 11:45 every single day at work. You're going to use it to your advantage. You're going to do your 1 minute movement snack on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after your alarm goes off, right before you eat lunch. And so what you're doing is you are stacking one habit that you already have. Sorry, you're stacking the new habit you want to integrate with the habit you already have, right? You're gonna eat lunch either way, right? You need food to survive. Like you're not gonna not eat lunch. If you hear the cue, internal cue coming from your stomach, you're like, oh bro, it's time to eat. Okay, cool. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna stack that habit. You're gonna stack the habit of eating lunch with your movement snack. Stack habit you want with an existing one. This way you can ensure that you'll do it. Right? You could do it. I do it every morning before I leave for work. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a 2 minute movement snack before I leave for work every morning. And then I do it because I have to leave for work. And so what happens is the movement snack is the next step in my morning routine. Because what's a routine? A routine is a slew, a string, if you will, of habits you consistently do back to back to back. So why not just stack the habits into your routine that already exists? Okay, so that's some techniques that you can utilize to begin the integration process with some of these things. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna head over to, I'm just gonna turn the camera around, I'm gonna make some space over here, and we're gonna go over a movement snack together. All right, y'all, I lied. We didn't turn anything around, I just moved over a little bit. So right now we're gonna go over a movement snack with a resistance band alone, and I'm going to, I don't have it written anymore. I'm gonna follow the MME workout criteria. So we're gonna do a squat, we're gonna do a push, we're gonna do a row or a pull, and we're gonna do a hip hinge. We wanna get one rotation, one single arm, single leg, whichever one we can fit in there. So let us start off with this. When I say rotation, I usually mean, okay, so it's either rotation or a lateral movement. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to start off with the band in this position, and I'm going to move over a little bit so I have room. We're gonna do a lateral step because we're moving side to side, and then we're gonna press up. So step, press, step, press. And I'm gonna do this 12 times. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did 3. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we already have 2 out of the 6 pillars, 2 out of the 6 checkpoints of criteria for the MME workouts. Okay, so next up what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do a banded good morning. So I'm just gonna slap this band on my back here, and we're just gonna do our hip hinge pattern. So boom. I'm gonna do 12 of these. 3. This one will feel really good if you're sitting down a lot throughout the day. I think that was 6. I gotta start keeping count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, baby. 2 more. Give me 2 more. 11, 12. Okay, so we got a hip hinge. Let's get our row in. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this to do a single arm variation. So I'm going to stand on the band, and I'm going to pull it tight in between here. I'm going to get a bit of a wider stance, and I'm going to do 6. Now I'm going to do 12 rows each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now we're switching sides. Let's go. 1, 2. Bonus points if you do this and talk to yourself in this weird way. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What was the last thing I got to do? I did my, I got a squat. I got to do some type of squat. All right, well, what I'm going to do for this, I'm just going to do a body weight squat. I'm just going to do a body weight squat. We're going to do 12 of those, all right? And then after that, we're done with the movement stack, and that's it. That's all you got to do. I don't know how much time this has been, but it hasn't been that much. Okay, and you don't have to stop and talk every 3 seconds like I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Move that ass, Tyler. 9, 10. Squeeze the cheeks. Oh, I want to feel that pump in my butt. Oh yeah, because I've been sitting all day. And that's it, y'all. That is a simple ass movement snack right there. We got a lateral step with a press. We got a single arm row. We got banded good mornings, and we got body weight squats. That's all you need. I used one of these little bands that probably took about 2 minutes, but I talk a lot, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer. But anyway, that's it, y'all. That is movement snacks in a nutshell. The benefits, the mechanism behind why it's so powerful, how we define it, some techniques, and last but not least, how to integrate this. Remember, start small, meet yourself where you're at. With that out of the way, thank you all so much for tuning into today's video. If there's anything else you guys would like us to cover, maybe more in depth, if you want to learn more about rope flow and how you can use that, anything, drop a comment down below, leave a like, please subscribe, share this video with a friend that you think might help, and that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
So the rope touches my left heel.
with peppers, onions,
Circadian health. More importantly, we're going to be talking about your circadian rhythm.